were you ever that kid to try something and then every time you try it, you never get away with it, but everyone else does?
Oh no, I was a delinquent, bro. In grade 8, bro, I got
Demon?
Yo, I was a demon. From like grade 6 to grade 9.
That guy?
Yeah, that was a demon.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You look black.
Yeah, I was on the phone with his.
He looks Hawaiian.
Yeah, you look like Samoan or something.
Bro, that was my demon phase. I was in grade 8. I got arrested that year.
This year?
Yeah.
For what? Yeah, I can tell.
For theft. I would like I would do this thing. It's called car hopping. You probably yeah. So
what do you mean you probably? What was that?
No, not like that.
Apology, bro. Apology video. All right, guys.
So what I said.
Because I did do car hopping, no.
Okay, you're good to
I meant like everyone's probably heard of it.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. Car hopping? It's not when you break in. You kind of just open the door and hope they unlocked it, left it unlocked. So I did that in grade 8. I'd go out at night and I took GPSs and shit. I don't know why, because like when you think about it, like where am I gonna like? I don't need directions.
But it's a good thing to sell because TomToms was
TomTom.
back in the day.
And what's the other one? Garmin.
Garmin
was
Tom
like
Tom,
that was like
neck
premium. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
okay.
I remember I was walking home at 4 a.m. and I had this big ass sweater and I had like 5 GPSs like stuffed in my shirt and a cop pulls up and he's like, "Can you guys just stand in front of the vehicle?" And we did. And then I looked at my boy and I was like, "Yo, you go that way, I'll go this way." Mm-hmm. And we ran. And bro, I got booked so bad. Like he chased me, obviously, because I'm brown and he was white.
Fuck.
Yeah. So he chased me. I went to a field, hid in a field. I'm crying at this point. I'm in grade 8. Like
this is in Brantford.
This is in Brantford. I'm crying, bro. Like I'm bawling. And then I see like I'm in the field, so I'm like, oh, they're not gonna come in the field. I see like 4 cars just start driving on the grass. And I'm like, fuck. So I sprint across the field. The light hits me as I'm running. And I'm like, I'm full speed. I jump over a fence into someone's backyard, run through the backyard, and then hide under a car. And then all of a sudden I just see cop car pulling up. And they're like, yo, you're fucked. Come out. And I'm like, please. I made a mistake. I'm crying and shit. And he was like, oh, bro. And then I got taken home in the car in cuffs at 5 a.m. My dad worked the next day.
Oh.
And they were sleeping, and I couldn't call them either. I couldn't like warn them and be like, hey, wake up. Like, I'm going to be home in a minute.
Just to let you know.
Like, it was more so like, boom, boom, boom. Shining a light. My dad, like, and so like, on the front door of my house, it's like up a level, so you can see like directly where my dad comes out of his room. So like the second he would have walked out of his room, fucking flashlight in his face.
Yeah.
And like,
sorry, is that how they shine a light?
He's like this.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Fucking like just like, and I was like smoking weed at the time too, so
it lasts so much longer when you're a kid. I wasn't smoking in grade 8, but like when I was smoking in high school, it was just like
I wasn't even high. I wasn't even baked when it happened. Like it was just like my dad like sat me down after the police left, and he's like, "If you have anything else to tell me," I was more like this. "If you have anything else, please bring." I just get up, walk to my room. Throw it on the thing, and I'm like, you know, it's at the stage where you think you're sick for like selling weed. So like I had like bags and a scale in the thing, and
you were selling.
Yeah,
you're selling.
So you were pushing weight.
I was pushing.
Why
I was pushing.
That makes sense. So you're just weight.
Yeah, and that was just like, bro. The moral of the story is yes, I stole, and I got booked a second time actually in grade 11
for selling weed.
For selling weed?
No, for stealing from the mall. I stole Adidas sweater from Sears.
Yeah, no, you're too old to be doing that at that age.
At that age, it was bad.
Yeah,
and
I was done by then.
Check this nigga's pockets real quick. Check, cause I did. My shit did go missing.
I got that. It's like a mic, like the headset, like 14 Red Bulls.
What was your turning point?
So it was actually sick. Okay, it sounds like bad, but it was sick that I did all that shit so young, because I was always a kid who wanted approval from everyone who was older than me. So like I would like hang out with the older kids because I thought it made me cool to be like accepted by them, and I would do it like, but I was really just a dumbass kid that they would just make me do stupid shit, and I thought it was sick. But then when I went to university, so like I always had like super high marks, like 95 average, but I was fucked. So that's why teachers hated me. And then when I fucking went to university, I was like, bro, I just need to lock in, and I was like, I just completely like, so I skipped that whole like university partying phase where like everyone in university, they get there and they have strict ass parents, so they just go fucking crazy and start failing. You know, like a lot of your friends will like drop out first year because like they never had freedom like that. But I always was like the type, when I was young, I was a kind of a delinquent. I was always out late. You know, my parents like, honestly thought they were going to send me to a boarding school in Jordan, in the Middle East at one point. Nobody would have thought that I would have fucking actually finished school. I locked in university and then became an engineer and then started doing like, well, in university is when I started doing content too.
Yeah.
I just started fucking making videos and
This all kind of new.
yeah.
So he probably is still stealing. All right.